Hello. I am looking to see if I can be heard. Alright, looks like everything's good. Sick. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright. Cool. Well. What's up? What's up, peeps? Who we got here? I saw a couple people. We got Loose Juice, got Quick Shoe, Buck Brown, Sky's Limit, Dry Heat Doug, thanks for the help, brother. Mad Yankee, Sick Bastard, Jake from State Farm. Yeah, man, we had a bunch of storms, managed to get through just fine. Nothing crazy happened. It did look a little weird outside for a little while. It was pretty scary, but you know, it is what it is. We got it. Bleak Rides, what's up, brother? What else we got? June, what's up? Bert and his hobbies. Joseph Price, what's going on? Ozark Bill, my man, winner of the last one. Ozark Bill won the last one, and that was a year ago. I just saw, which is pretty crazy. I didn't realize it was that far away. Yeah. Odd Duck Moto. Number 1615. What's going on, guys? How you doing? How you feeling? How you living? Cheers. Cheers. It's Sunday, so we're having a little whiskey. Sipping on something. I got some Long Branch. This is, I believe, Matthew McConaughey's Wild Turkey collab thing. And it's pretty good. I got it because I'd had it once a long time ago, but I hadn't had it in a very, very, very long time. So decided to try it out. And it's tasty. I like it. Yeah. Fancy. It is not fancy. It's not expensive. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. I think it was like 40 bucks, 45 bucks. Yeah, Long Branch has been around for quite a while. I remember seeing it back when I worked at the bar in San Marcos, back in college. Howdy from Nash, what's up? Howdy from East Nashville. High West Double Rye. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of ryes necessarily. I just, for some reason, can't get over the taste. I like my stuff more sweet. I'm a really big fan of Four Roses, which, is a corn-based whiskey, which is really, really good. And it's got that, like, sweetness to it. Ryes and sour mashes and stuff like that, I just really can't get into. Other whiskeys get older, but Long Branch stays the same age. Hell yeah, brother. Cheers to that. All right. I like it. Yeah, there's sometimes I'll get like a good rye or something that I really like. Jack Daniels actually makes good rye that I really like. You're East too? What's up, man? You should come over and hang. Have a beer. We go over to Gramps. Gramps just opened. It's a great little garage bar that just opened right down the street. And the owner is Sean Porter, who owns Daddy's Dogs. And met him, and he's super cool. He was actually in a movie on Amazon Prime about a scooter ride. And it's called The Long Ride Home, or The Slow Ride Home, I think. And so he's big part of this scooter club that they went and did this big ride. It was like 3,000 miles. And so met him. He was awesome. Also, Gramps is so cool. It's a cool little, I think it was an old tire shop or something. I don't know. I'm going to go talk to him. I'm going to try to see if he'll do a little interview on the channel and go and check it out. And yeah, I think that'll be fun. On my way to the U.S. next week. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. I'm going to ride. Yeah, man, it's going to be cool. It's going to be a lot of fun, depending on where you go. I'm assuming, due to your name, Outback Outlaw, that you are in Australia. And obviously, I've not ridden in Australia, but I don't know what the topography out there is. But the topography in the United States is just incredible. I mean, you can literally go from one coast to the other coast and hit so many different types of riding, and it's just absolutely incredible. Out here in Tennessee, we have lots of mountain riding, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's, lots of green, beautiful, lush, twisty roads, but we get a lot of rain too, so that kind of sucks. However, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. Let us know where you're going to go ride, man. Let us know where you're going to be. I really want to get out to the desert. I want to do like some Zion, stuff up in northern Nevada and Utah. I'd love to go out there. I'd love to go camp out in the Death Valley. I think that'd be really fun. Whenever I was growing up in the mountains of California, we would drive to Vegas, which was only 6 hours away, and that is over the mountain ridge and then through the desert. And then once you hit the desert, it's just like open, flat, really, really cool. Beautiful, beautiful riding out there, because the sky, I mean, they say the sky in Texas is big, but out there the sky is just, it goes on forever, especially at night. Like, you're literally looking, no light pollution. You just look up, you see every single star in the sky. It's wild out there. Starting in Fresno, hell yeah, that's awesome. California, Virginia, Alabama, good stuff, man. Yeah, Jake from State Farm's out in Alabama, and he ain't got no job. Well, actually, he does have a job, so he can't exactly just drop everything. He works at Tractor Supply 2 days a week. Jim, yeah, in Tennessee, glad to see the house is still standing. Yeah, luckily I'm in a good house. I'm in an old house. It's built in the 40s, like late 40s, early 50s, and so this thing was built to last. It's kind of funny, all these people in these high-rise, cookie cutter, paper thin apartments that cost $5K a month were all, scared and complaining and having to go live in their stairwell for the night because it was the only safe place. And this house right here is solid as a rock. I mean, it's made out of brick, and it's really not going anywhere. So, shut up, Jake. I need a discount, Jake. I need a discount on some horse feed for my cats. Not horse feed, horse pine. That's what I use for litter. Virginia, around the 26th of April, will be staying with a YouTube creator. Awesome, man. Hell yeah. Alabama, around the Montgomery area. Man, let me know when you're going to be down in Montgomery area, because I'm not too far from there. And if I can, I will do my best to rip down there. Because it'd be super cool to meet somebody from Australia. And I mean, I met people from Australia, but it'd be super cool to go out and meet with you and ride with you and stuff, and go grab a beer and stuff. So maybe if you can get down there and then Jake can get out, we can all meet up and have a good time. If it's like a weekend or something like that, it'd be cool. It'd be fun. Or if you want to come up to Nashville, man. If you want to come up to Nashville and come hang out, we have a good time up here. Good time up here, brother. Take you out, find you a little country blonde girl. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know Jake's down. Jake's always down to come up and hang. All right. Yeah. So, let me go ahead and, I guess, reiterate what we're doing here. So, this is the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. We finally hit 5,000 subscribers. If, wasn't any help of my own, I have not been doing what I should be doing for the channel, and I apologize for that. But it's been kind of a rough one around here, and so I'm just trying to catch up and figure this stuff out. But despite my greatest efforts, we did manage to hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel. So about maybe, what was it, a year ago, I reached out to Sena and I asked them if they could help out with the giveaway. So they gave me one of these guys, a Sena 10C Evo, which is what I use to record all of my videos while I'm riding the bikes. It has awesome audio. This one has the upgraded speakers to it, so that's pretty cool. It has, full Bluetooth intercom. It can connect to other, head units. What it really does is, they say it doesn't matter. They say as long as it's got like mesh communication, you should be able to use it. So you should be able to connect this to Cardos and other stuff like that. I haven't tried it, but they say you can, so I don't know. It's got a OK app. It's not great, but it is pretty cool that they even have one. It's got a really great microphone, which is what I really like. So you can take phone calls on this because obviously it connects to your phone. And I've made phone calls while driving down the street on the bike with this, and people don't even know that I'm on the motorcycle, which is pretty wild to me, that it's got that great of a sound quality that you can be riding down the street with this thing in your helmet with, a bike with an exhaust, and you got cars and like all this stuff around you, and people don't even know that you are on the bike. It's got a 4K camera on it, so you can record in 4K. You put a little micro SD card. I don't know if I got one here. Oh, I got one. No, I don't have one here. I just have regular SD cards. But if you put a micro SD card in it, everything records to that. What's really neat is you can record to it and save the recordings, or if you want to set it up like a dash cam, you can put the SD card in it to loop so that it'll just constantly be recording. And then as soon as it gets full, it just deletes the old stuff. But the nice thing about that is you can have it on and recording all the time, and that way if anything does happen, you have proof of it or whatever, blah blah blah. And then what's really cool is you can actually charge this while you're using it. So what I'll do is I'll have like one of these guys, a battery pack, and I'll put this either in my vest pocket, or I'll put it in my back pocket or whatever, and then you run the cable up and then to the top part of the connector charging port, and it'll actually charge and go for as long as you want, which is really nice because the battery in here is actually not great when you're recording. It does work really, really well for just audio. The battery lasts forever. Like, I've literally had this thing not charged one time for like 2 weeks, and I didn't use the camera, but I just used it for listening to music and podcasts and stuff. And it finally was like, oh, low battery, 30% after like 2 weeks. So it's a great little head unit. I love this thing. I know that there are a couple guys who have the newer one that I know, the 50C, I think. But while that has better video recording, I don't think that the battery lasts as long, and I don't know if it has as many features as this one does. So that's why I'm really glad that they sent me the 10C Evo, because I'm really familiar with this one. I know this one really well. It's a great head unit. It's exactly what I wanted whenever I was looking at doing moto vlogging, because there's so many people that have, a big GoPro sticking off the front of their helmet or off the side, and it's like way out here. And I just wasn't into that. I wanted something that was sleek and streamlined, and that wasn't going to be interfering with, all the extra crap with the extra cords and extra mic cords and blah, 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 and having to buy mod adapters and then microphone adapters and whatever, it's all in one. You put it in there, works. It's great. I love this thing. Hit the button, boom. You're recording, you go. So that's why we're here, is to give this away. Finally hit 5,000 subscribers, and yeah, all right. So I want to give it at least like 10 more minutes to see if anybody else wants to jump in. We have, I don't know how many people in here right now, but looks like about 35 or so. I have one of the best audios for real. Yeah, man, this thing, it literally, I lucked out by jumping on this thing and trying to figure out and see what the best one was, because I just love it. I think it's so good. It sounds so good. It's so easy to edit, because all you have to do is just take the SD card out, plug it into your computer. Everything is just a regular MP4 file, drops right into your editing program. You don't have to do any fancy, whatever stuff like with Insta or, GoPro is pretty easy too. You just drop it in there, whatever. But some of the GoPro stuff, depending on how you set it up, you kind of have to use their weird software, and yeah, I don't know. This is just really easy. Just plug it in. You can edit it up. It's awesome. I love it. Don't try to use phone calls though, because it's actually a safety feature where if somebody calls you and you take the phone call while it's recording, it statics the entire phone call out, which is pretty funny. Because there was a couple of times where I was like, oh yeah, I'll record on my end, they can record on their end, and we'll just do a phone call between each other, and that way we'll have both audio and we'll be able to do blah, blah, blah. But it very quickly became apparent that you would you would lose all of the audio because it just statics it out. And never have the audio and picture delay like some others. Yeah, it's definitely it's an awesome unit. I love it. Jake, you have a 10C Evo 2. Didn't you enter this? What are you gonna do? Sell it? Video needs more slow-mo, walking away from exploding buildings, and more mullets. Well, we got the mullet part down. Yeah, it definitely needs more slow-mo, walking away, and exploding cars and buildings and helicopters behind me and all this kind of stuff. That'd be pretty epic, bro. Be like Wolverine. Alright, well, I wanted to get a couple more people, but managed to lose people. I guess. I guess I'm boring. He's gonna give it to you, Greg? Hell yeah. Yeah, it would be really nice if, like, especially if you had more than one helmet, to have more than one of these. But what is really cool is, actually, I can show you. They have these things that you can get for other helmets, and then you can get just the microphone and headpiece unit thing, whatever, so that you put that in your other helmet. You just disconnect this actual unit, slide it onto the new one, connect it up, And I think that the extra stuff is like maybe $50 or so, 50, $60. And then that way you can have multiple helmets with, you know, all your junk in there with your microphone or your headphones or whatever. And that way you don't have to have more than one unit, which is pretty cool. And I remember getting that specifically for, you know, another helmet, which I thought I was going to use that helmet more, and then I ended up not. But it's still nice to have. Especially if, like, you know, you have somebody who kind of rides but doesn't really ride a lot. But I don't know if you want to, like, swap it over, or if you want to get, like, a cheaper version and you can have one on each helmet or whatever. I don't know. All right, let's say it's 4:09, so let's say in 6 minutes we'll jump up on this giveaway. Yeah. I have all the names already set up. I can't remember how many people entered, but I think it was about 60, 70, 66. It was 66 peeps. Almost enough time to get snacks. Yeah, man. Get some snacks. Get some snackaroonies. Yeah, 66 people entered, which is pretty good odds. Pretty good. 1 in 66 chance. What do people eat in Nashville? Barbecue. I don't know. Pizza? Yeah, man. 66 people, so whoever wins it is going to be, oh, look, cue the bikeaholic. Chase just got here, almost missed it. Well, guess what? You didn't. You got 4 minutes until we do this giveaway. That's all right, though, because if you entered and you aren't watching, it's fine. I'll still let you win, I guess. Barbecue takes a little bit longer than 6 minutes, yeah. Dude, I ride everywhere alone. I don't have anybody to ride with out here, pretty much. Like, I know a couple people who ride, but yeah, I don't really ride with anybody out here. That being said, I don't really ride a lot at all right now because, tornadoes. It's funny because I actually have to go get my Dyna, which is still at Barber Mike's house. It's been there for let's see, almost 6 months. It's been in his garage because I went to go pick up the blue 4Runner, and so I ripped out there on the Dyna, picked up the 4Runner, and then I obviously didn't have a way to bring both vehicles back, so I left it at his house, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll come get it. And I just haven't. But that's the thing, like when you have multiple bikes, and also it was winter time, so I wasn't going to be doing a lot of riding anyway. Well, when you do have multiple bikes and it is nice weather to go riding, you can just jump on the other bike. So I just had the Bolt, and the Bolt runs great, so I just jumped on that and took that everywhere I went. And I love riding the Bolt, so it's a win-win for me. Although I do really need to go get the Dyna because number one, it's taking up space in his garage and he can't work on anything. But then number two, I like having the option, you know? I like having the double option of being able to switch back and forth. All right, 1 minute. I got a trailer, Nicholas. I appreciate that, man, but I do have a trailer. I just have been lazy. Has nothing to do with my ability to go get it. Just has to do with me not actually getting up, nutting up, and going to do it. So... But I appreciate that, brother. I do. I am going to be starting to work on the Sportster hopefully pretty soon. I realized that Lowbrow sells the hardtail kit for a lot less than what I thought it was. I thought it was like $600, but it's not. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, I really need to start getting on that. And I've been promising that I'm going to do it for a really long time, and I just haven't. So I think I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to start tearing down the Sportster. Because now I have at least a little bit of a space to do it, and we should be good to go. I have like a little stand that I can put it on, but I really need like a good lift, so I'm not like crawling around on the floor. But lifts are expensive too, so all right, 4:15. Let's see. How's this? Can everybody see that? Can everybody see? All right. Looks like it's live. I want to make sure that looks good. Sounds good. Everybody can hear me still. I'm using Streamlabs, which I'm not super familiar with, so just trying to make sure that it's all good. Jim Grady, 2015 Bolt R-Spec. Heck yeah, brother. I got a 2014 base model, but it's basically the same thing. A couple little differences. Big difference between the Bolt R-Spec and the base model is the suspension. It has like piggyback suspension, even though it's really not. But it looks cool. And then it's got like nicer material on like the seat and just stuff like that. After 2014, I believe that the base model Bolt came with spoke wheels, or yeah, it came with the lace spoke wheels, and then the R specs came with the mags. But mine being a 2014 actually came with the mags, so I have the mag wheels that come off of the R spec. That's about it. That's about the only difference. And then also the Bolt hasn't changed it's no different really from 2014 all the way to 2025, except for paint colors. That's it. They did have the C spec, which was more of a cafe racer style, so it actually had rear set pegs and then clip-on handlebars, but that one got dropped, so I think they just got the two now. All right, looks good on this end. Cool. Ugh. So let's see. Y'all ready for this? We're about to go find out who won the Sena 10C Evo 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Thank y'all so much for getting me to this point. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to see what happens in the future. I know that, things have been a lot different lately, as opposed to what they were. But hey, we're going to get back into it. I promise it's going to come around as soon as I get life sorted out. And we're going to be back to making videos. I got a couple in the tank right now. I'm just waiting to edit them. I did a little bit of editing today. And it should be a lot of fun. So, is your name on this thing? Yeah, man. It is. Right. Let me see. I know it's on here. Buddha, Stray. No, Cog. Big Rob. Biker Medic. Yeah, yeah. Chris. Loose Juice. Is it on here? It's got to be on here. Because I put it on here, right? I swear to God. Because I went through and I made sure, or at least I thought I did. Did you comment? Did you comment on the thing, buddy? Did you comment? Oh my gosh. Did I screw up? Okay, I went and I looked at my post, right? And on my post, it should have brought up everybody who commented. Shit. All right, well, let's see. Talk amongst yourselves for a second while I just double check this real quick. Because I want to make sure that I got this right. Greg, I know I saw yours. I know for a fact I saw yours, so... Let's see. No, because this is definitely not right. Okay. So I messed up somehow, some way, because there are people here who were not on there. How did that even happen? Yeah, that's why I was like curious if people had actually entered, because I was like, oh man, that's really weird that there are some people there and there are some people who are not. And I thought it was a lot lower than the amount of comments that I had on this thing, but it also counts my own comments. So if I replied, I had to remove that from the count. I'm gonna see here. I'm gonna make sure, because Brown Chicken, I know you were on there. I definitely saw yours. Oh yeah, so this is from that post too. I don't know if you guys know that. So like, but I do know that like I did not see on this other one Goofy Bastard, which I know that he entered. And then I'm going to see how many show up here. It's okay. We can save this. We can do it. It'll be all right. I promise. Because a lot of them were from 8 days ago. So it's like, I'm not sure if YouTube just gave me like the highlights or what. Not you. This is what I want. All right. Oh, I guess we can talk about some of the entries that people put in here, because so what I did was I put up a post, if you are not aware, and I said, hey, comment with your favorite guitarists and you are entered to win this giveaway. And some really awesome guitarists popped up. So like Dimebag Darrell, obviously. You got Stevie Ray Vaughan, of course, amazing guitarist. You got Carlos Santana, who I got to see on my birthday one year, and it was friggin' awesome. You got Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Rory Gallagher, great one. Prince, which a lot of people didn't really think about Prince being a guitar player, but I mean, the dude was an absolute shredder, much to the surprise of a lot of people. Eddie Van Halen, it's always great. Obviously, Eddie Van Halen was an incredible guitar player, defined an entire generation. Let's see. So some of my favorite guitar players, obviously Slash is up there. I think that even though I don't really like his music, but Keith Urban is an incredible guitar player. And then John Mayer is also an incredible guitar player that I really think is just at the top of the charts whenever you're looking at like modern, just modern instrumentalists. You know, those guys, they just understand the music so well. No, I'm almost done. I have it here. I'm almost done. Now I'm too deep into it. I want to make sure it's fair, right? Mark Tremonti. Dude, people do not talk about Mark Tremonti a lot, which is unfortunate because Mark Tremonti is such a good guitar player. If you guys don't know who Mark Tremonti is, he is the guitar player for Creed and for what was that band? Alter Bridge. He did Alter Bridge. So I'm looking right now. Mad Yankee, did you even comment on this? You little bastard. I don't see you. I don't see you in here. I do know that Goofy Bastard was not in there, and he did comments. So I do definitely want to make sure that he is added to that because I love that guy. Let's see. You see, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Mark Tremonti went back to Creed and he didn't stick with Alter Bridge because Miles Kennedy, who is the lead singer for Alter Bridge, is one of the best modern day vocal artists of our generation. He's just absolutely incredible. That band should have done much better than what they actually did end up accomplishing. Even though they did see some pretty good success, it definitely, did get kind of glazed over. Miles Kennedy, if you guys don't know, is a wonderful guitar player in his own, but he's also an incredible vocalist. He was actually in the movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg. He was the guy at the very end that Mark Wahlberg pulls up on stage and has him take over for the band. So, yeah. And then also, he's just an incredible vocalist no matter what. So this says 66. And I have 66, so I'm guessing that I did get everybody in here. And y'all are just yanking my chain. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. Well, I'm going to copy these over anyway. I'm going to copy. I'm going to take this. We're going to take all this out too. Whoops. And we're going to put that boom right there. All right, 66 entries. There it is. Shuffle those up. Boop, 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 boop. Hide this thing. All right, there we go. Cool. So, we got it. Ish. Hoping we figured this out. Cool. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? There's no way there's 5,000 names on that wheel. No, there's not 5,000. You got to enter on the post. All right, here we go. Spinning right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, buddy. Whoa. Otto Berry. Boom. There you go. Auto Barry, congratulations. I don't know if you're in here. Probably not. But, hey, man, you just won a Sena 10C Evo. I'll be reaching out to you to get your address and all that kind of good stuff and send it on out to you. So, hey, cheers. Congratulations, Auto Barry. You did it. You did it, man. Woo! Heck yeah. Always makes me feel good. Always makes me feel good. Yeah, do you know that guy? I don't know. I don't know who that guy is. Do we know who that guy is? I hope so. I hope he shows up. Heck yeah, guys. Well, I think that's about it. We're about an hour into this thing. I dragged this thing out for way too long. So, yeah. When am I dropping a new vid? I'm working on it right now. I literally was working on it right before this, and I'll probably continue to work on it after this, and hopefully it will be out very soon. I have a new toy that I was playing with during the video, so I'm trying to have to figure out how to edit that footage and how to work it in. So that's kind of the challenging part, is jumping in and trying to figure that out. But I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. So hopefully it'll be soon. I really want to thank everybody for being part of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. I really appreciate y'all. I'm hoping that, I can do something cool for another giveaway in the future. I'm not really sure when or what number or, anything that I'll be able to do it for, but hey, here's hoping that the channel goes up and beyond and all that good fun stuff. And yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Seems everyone's slowed down. Yeah, man, it's been rough, dude. It's been a rough winter. Everything that's happened, with not only the political climate, but the actual weather, and then like all this stuff, whatever. And it's like, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in or what you're on or whatever. It's just everything's kind of tough right now for a lot of people. So we're all trying, we're all working hard, is what it is. We're trying, we're pushing, we're gonna make it happen. I know that Josh and Shay both have videos tonight, so please go check them out, and we'll have a good time. I'll probably try to jump in the middle of my editing, see what's going on. So yeah, love y'all, appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next video. It's coming out, I swear. It's gonna come out soon, I promise. I love you guys. Congratulations to Auto Barry. I'll reach out soon, and stay tuned for the next awesome giveaway whenever we do that.